we're looking at the 90 mid Thierry Henry. 6'2", medium, 4-star, 4-star. Can play left mid, left wing, or striker, so it gives you a little bit of options in terms of chemistry. If we were to look at this card, really good acceleration, sprint speed, fantastic finishing composure, quite good shot power. It could be a little bit higher in my opinion. Short passing good, long passing okay. His dribbling is amazing until you get to his balance, but I don't think it's a problem this year in FIFA because of how left-stick dribbling is slightly different, but we'll find out later on in this review. We've gone for a Hawk just to boost up his shot power and his pace at the same time. Turn to traits, we've got finesse shot and flair. We'll talk about chemstyles, pricing, and what I thought of the card overall and his best positions and everything on Footbin at the end of the review. That being said, let's go jump into some gameplay and have a word from today's sponsor first. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So we are playing in Foot Champs again, and we are be playing in a 4-2-2 with Henry up front next to another striker. Of course, he's naturally a winger. And he has played up front, of course, for Arsenal. If you don't know, I'm an Arsenal fan. So our main thing with him today is his link-up play. Is his agility that bad? Is it going to be a problem? We're going to concede here by the looks of it. Good save. And can he finish in top pristine opportunities? With his pace, is it going to be a big deal or not? Some ribbery. A couple of things I'm noticing already 8 minutes in is his medium work rates is slightly frustrating. I'm going to have to force him to run up. If he comes back from a corner to defend it, he don't run immediately up the field, even though that's his instructions. Looking for the space. Henry running through. This is exactly where we need him. And that's exactly what we needed. One opportunity, through ball. Henry is going to finish that. We know that for a fact. The fact that he's 24 does hurt my soul a little bit. But that's exactly what we needed him to do. He's only had one chance. Our opponent has been very good. We took the lead there, 1-0 up. Henry having our only shot so far, our only opportunity, and Mr. Clinical has come through. Henry picks it up, little loose ball, lovely little bit of skill. Gone for the dink, but what a save. But you can see that even his link-up play isn't that bad at all. He's a bit weird to get used to because he's quite tall. In. Lovely ball into Ribery, split the opposition open. And another goal there. And Henry with a goal and assist. Sitting on last man. I do personally think he's better as a winger, I'm not going to lie to you. Just because he's not the most agile, that agility is definitely coming into play, being very low. So you might be looking at a Hunter if you wanted to play him more as a striker. But in terms of clinicalness and passing, great card. Lovely bit of skill there. In terms of doing skill moves, he's not that slow at all. Got a bit of luck. Bit of skill again. Finesse. And my own players blocked the shot. Rivery, have a word. With deception, this could be the game. 3 goals there. And I think we have got ourselves a rage quit. But you can see, in terms of doing skill moves and getting into the space, he's quite good. A little bit difficult with left stick dribbling, though, just because of that agility. But we have had 9 dribbles, 8 complete, 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal. How many passes? 7 passes, 5 complete, and an assist. So he looks pretty good. Let's go jump into a second game. So into our second game then. Let's see what our opponent's team is saying. So we go for a 5 at the back. Okay, a lot of World Cup icons there. Lovely, fantastic up front. But he's got 5 at the back. So we shall see how we get on with his left stick dribbling between the lines. A couple of things I like about Henry is his clinicalness. You need players that are clinical, especially in champs and the top level of foot champs and everything. For examples, we do find him through here. Keeping up the ball for a minute. Or a bit lucky not to get past the lip with a skill move. Let's go counter attack. Henry driving. It's a bit of a heavy touch. Lucky pass. We do a 1-2 though. We already know this story. Henry is very clinical. They've actually got that right for once. But you can see a little 1-2. He got very lucky. But we scored the exact same goal in the first game. Little 1-2 in between. And you just literally put a little bit of power on it. Into bottom corner. Thanks very much. 1-1. Play your 5 at the back. If you're going to drag him out, that's fine with me. And that's what we need from him. We're going to get limited chances, like I said, in champs. And we need someone who's going to tuck away the ball and give us a win when we need it. And it looks like he's going to be our guy. Right, the only thing about Henry I don't like is he takes very long, as you see just in front of us there, to get out of the pitch. I have to force, like, basically manually make him run. And if you're looking for 2 attacks, especially with somebody at 5 at the back, you need the counter attack, and that is a little bit frustrating with him. Henry, left foot, bang, 2 shots. I think he's had 3 shots altogether, 3 goals. Left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. He is the most clinical card I've used so far in FIFA 23. You can see top corner. Keeper has no chance. This is exactly what we need him to do in these types of games. We could be getting a rage quit here, but this is exactly what we need in these type of games. Is people who are going to finish. When you're playing against negative players who play very defensive, you get limited opportunities. You need somebody who's going to take a chance, who's definitely going to convert that chance. And Thierry Henry looks like the man. I do stand by what I said earlier. I do think he's a bit better as a winger, but extremely clinical. I think you need an engine on him, sorry, to maybe put him up front as a bit better just because of his less dribbling. But let's carry on. I'm going to say right counter attack. Henry again, orchestrating the front. Hard pass. Oh, can he go the end of it? No, I was about to say not the greatest pass, but it's actually very well weighted. Very unlucky there. But you can see he's just the pinnacle of our attack at the moment. Henry takes a shot. Ah, he took a shot from there. But you can see, though, just the turn and the power. We'll have a look at his set pieces now to see how good they are. So he's got 91, 84, 90, and 88 penalties. So not awful. We will actually take with him. Just see if we can try his left stick dribbling here on the angle. So we're going to call somebody close. Hold at the ball for a minute. Henry here on the ball, little dribble in, bit of skill, lovely pass across, and good tackle. But Henry does pick the loose ball up. Right foot, great save. You can see he does cause problems in between the lines. That is half time. As you can see, with Thierry Henry, I think we've missed one shot. When I say miss, it didn't go in, and that's because I decided to take a half turn outside the box. His link-up play is very good. His passing is very good. He's a little bit clunky on the ball, though. I do think he's better as a winger just because he can run into the space. We are playing against somebody, as you know, 5 at the back, so it is a bit difficult to break down. So we're going to bring on some pace here, switch these over, and we're going to bring on some more pace in our midfield. And just try and capitalise with Henry with the link-up play. His link-up play is so good, especially as a striker. That's something that's very important for me, is strikers who can link up. So that's why I think he plays better as a winger. If you get him in the box, he's so clinical. Left foot, right foot, does not matter. Looking for the space. Henry at the bottom, if not be offside. But he's not, and he still buries it. And that's what I'm saying about him in the box. Left foot, right foot, so clinical. Back of the net. This card is fantastic. For that role of getting the goals, a goal scorer, he is definitely your man. Henry, little layoff. This is what he's so good at doing, that little layoff. That's a poor pass from Mbappe. But those little layoffs into the space drags the midfield out and the defence out every time. We do pick up the loose ball. It's got Ribery. Surely it's an assist this time. It's not, but he picks it up. Left foot, open goal. We won't count that as a glorious goal, but we'll take it. And I think we could be getting another race quit in champs as well. And Real Authentic has gone. Really good card. Let's go jump onto Footbin. So we are on Footbin. It's coming about 540,000 coins. I think that's what I paid for him, more or less. I can't remember now exactly, but we'll double check. So yeah, it's about 540. This card is very, very clinical. Having that 91 finishing and 83 shot power was the best thing about the card. Very bad English there. But in terms of what we had on him, we had a Hawk, and I think that's just to boost up his shot power. You boost up the shot power with that high finishing, it rifles into the corners. We saw that he only missed one shot in the 2 games. And I say missed a shot, I don't mean it went off target. I meant the keeper saved it. Everything else went in. And that's how clinical this card was. You do notice that 63 balance, so I have to say. So if you want to play him up front in a role that I did, go for an engine, I believe. See how you feel. If you find that you're okay dribbling with him, maybe move to a Hawk and just boost up that shot power. In terms of what else you could go for a Hunter to really maximize his pace, but he was so quick with the transition that I don't think you need to worry about that. So I do think Hawk's the best one. High and average. Medium work rates are such a letdown for this card. If you were lucky like I was, I managed to watch Henry in real life. And I don't know why he's got medium. He should be high or high-low. He used to sit on last man, and if he did pick the ball up from defence, he used to run past everyone. So I don't know why he had done that, but that does lack. That means you have to manually move him forward. His instructions were stay forward and get him behind. But on corners, he sort of jogs, takes his time to get back, and that is a bit frustrating. And it does hinder your attack, especially against the guy we played in the second game with 5 at the back. It's a little bit frustrating. But in terms of prices, I think there are rumours we're getting an 88 plus a mid or World Cup icon SBC. So his price will probably go down. I think you get it for 500k more or less until obviously later on in the game. You are laughing. Definitely play him out wing though. You can play him up front. You just have to get used to his body type. But as a winger, I don't see any problems at all. He's probably the most clinical player I've ever used in FIFA 23 so far. That being said, if you have any more questions about this card or any other card in the game, comment down below. If you are new to the channel, just hit that like button, subscribe, and catch you in the next one. See you.